Hello all shop fans, welcome to Friday, October 26th. Third week in a row of doing a video. It's amazing. Came in extra early this morning to get this done and to let you guys know what's kind of going on in the shop. The first car that we're going to talk about is Cassie's, the Cajun Queen right here. The Cajun Queen is, let me kind of come over here so we can kind of show everyone. The dash has been all dyed / painted, and some things are going on to the inside, getting the box and everything changed over. And when I say the box, this is the heater core box and everything, because this car was originally a Comfortron, and the Comfortron system is run off vacuum, where the regular controls and stuff are run off of cables. And since Cassie had the Comfortron, we switched everything over for her. And with that being said, she's got now a new blower motor, new heater core right into there. The box has been changed out, even though you can still use the Comfortron box, but there's just a few little minor differences on them, so we put on the regular box. And then it's got the it'll have new controls going in. Her radio will be going in. We'll run speaker wire and everything back there. Now, I'm not sure where, oh, I know where it is. I'll show you guys here in a little bit, but we got her a dash pad that's been all done up, and I think it's in the paint booth right now, so we're going to go back there in just a few seconds. The other thing that you're going to notice in Cassie's car is that the windshield is in. Since the dash was all sprayed and everything, Cassie's windshield was a 50-year-old windshield. It was scratched, it was pitted. The lamination on it was basically turned into crap like all of them. And so we put a new windshield in. We had a guy coming out, I think it was yesterday, or no, sorry, 2 days ago, somewhere in there. Came out and decided to just put one in. So Cassie, you got a new windshield, and it's really it's more of a safety factor. One, you can see out of it, and then the stuff is not separating, because you do not want this stuff to separate the plastic that's into these windshields, and they're laminated. And so what that means is if a wrench or something comes flying through, this whole windshield isn't going to go blowing out. It'll just make a hole, and obviously a lot safer than the original glass that was, I think, in the 30s and stuff. The cars didn't have the lamination. I know obviously in the 60s, at least a lot of them did. I'm not sure about the 50s. I want to say the 50s had the lamination too, but just a safety deal. And now we got a clear windshield, no pits, no scratches. Where it's going to get new windshield wipers and everything on it. So this is really the way to go. So also on Cassie's car, doing little things. The radiator shroud now is hooked up. The flex fan is installed. Little things, new hoses. We're going to put new belts on. So the car's getting all slowly kind of coming together. So it's kind of neat to see how they come together, but obviously we got a little bit more work in there, and obviously a little bit more work on the entire car. But I got to get us a package tray. There's actually some other cars that need them. And then once that package tray comes in, I can cut in speakers, blah, blah, blah. And then they will probably put in the windshield before they paint it, I would say. It's already been painted. If you see this black here, that is not the goop or anything like that. That's already been painted black. So that way it's sealed up and everything, and new clips are on for the new windshield waiting on it. So, so Cassie, there is your car. Coming over here to Brad's. Brad, his car, the Venator, is the rear glass is in. And if you guys remember, I think last week on my video, the glass was not in, and I believe the wiring is getting all done. The speaker wire, you can see it right there coming underneath. Let me kind of open this up. It's coming right up on this wiring here that's in this black plastic. That goes back to your tail lights and stuff like that. So we're just running it up underneath there, and everything's going to be wired up. So Brad's car has that, and Brad's car also has a brand new windshield in it. Once again, separating, all for safety, plus you have actually a clear windshield. It's amazing. You know, you even go out to your daily drivers and you clean the windshields and stuff, and you'll see like little pits and stuff from rock, sand, what have not in there. And so these things are coming out of here fresh as can be. All the side glasses in the car, all the windows roll up and down as they should. So really, once this car gets kind of all put together, the car will go up to upholstery, and then probably when it comes back from upholstery, we will do a exhaust on it. And then I don't know if Don wants to wet sand it then or not. He might do it before it goes up to upholstery. I'm not sure how we're going to lay that one out, but so there we go. That's what's gone with Brad's car, and Brad's car will be moving here real shortly. This thing runs, drives, sounds good, so not too far off on getting this one out. And then we're going to come in here. You're going to see a black pickup here in the shop. This is actually the guy that fixed our shop back there when the wind took everything off. His truck came in yesterday for some mechanical stuff, so we've got that. It's already taken care of, I believe, and we're just waiting for him to pick it up. Okay, here we are to John's. This is Sammy. Sammy is all painted in the inside, so that's what it's looking like right there. Also, I know there was something else done on John's car. I can't remember what it is. We have a new dash. This is John's old dash, and so we got a new one's going in. Everything's been taped over, and like I said, we'll all come back together, and then we'll be putting a new windshield into John's. Now, for a lot of fans that don't remember, John's car is going to be different than a lot of other cars that roll out of here, because John's car is going to have the spotlights. So they're going to be right there. And I'm still amazed on how many people contact me. How come the cars don't have the spotlights? How come the cars don't have the spotlights? The spotlights, I figured it up, have not been on that car for almost 12 years. And I don't know if you guys are stuck on season 1 and 2 and don't know that there's other seasons past that, but they were only on the car for 2 years, 2 seasons, and then I think in season 3, it's like just maybe the first few episodes, if I'm not mistaken. And basically what they did, they changed the license plates from the Kansas plates over to Ohio for like I think 1 episode, and it still had the spotlights on it, and then the spotlights came off. And I just still totally amazed how people are just not even catching that. I just still blows my mind. I found out from Don, we were out here talking the other day about removing this back glass. And Don said that he was not going to remove the back glass. John actually had some work done on this years ago, this back panel. And from what we could tell, everything looks fine, perfect back there. So there was no need to remove this back glass. And like I said, sometimes when you take glass out, you can break things. So we decided, since we tried taking these front glass out and that broke, I think we're kind of like, we're going to leave the back glass in. So what that means to you, John, is that I'm not going to be able to do the Hero speakers towards the center, because I cannot get my jigsaw in there to do that because of where this window sits. So what I'll do is come back out here to the original speaker deals, and we'll get them all fitted in there. Now, don't be upset with that because a lot of the other cars are that way. So if I would have taken this back glass out, I would have definitely done that. But I think I understand of not wanting to, Don probably not wanting to break that glass after breaking the first one. Because you got to realize if you had work done back here, this seal that they put this new windshield in, or when they put the glass back in it, that's going to be really in there like that front one was. And it's probably just best not to mess with that. Because otherwise we're going to break that. And I don't know a back glass what it costs, but I know you can get them for these cars. They're just, they're expensive like everything else. This is Venator's hood, all polished out. I know this has been wet sanded and polished because I saw Don over here doing it the other day. What we're going to do is come out here into the back room. It's going to be a little dark here, so just bear with me. And we'll turn on a light, and we're going to come in here, and ta-da! What we have here is all the pieces painted up for a lot of the cars. These are actually going into Cassie's and John's, and I think a few pieces maybe into Brad's car. So I want to talk to you a little bit about some stuff here. These here are the basket weave sun visors, and these are going into Moose, which is owned by Jeff. Jeff, we still do not have the material for those cell panels. This was ordered months ago, and at least we have the visors, but we don't have the, like I said, the material for the cell panels. These up here are John's material. Now, a lot of times, let me kind of zoom in on that. That's called perforated, I think is what they're calling that in the catalogs or whatever. But I was always told this was called snake bite because the holes are kind of like a snake bit you. So anyway, there's that. Brad, your visors are right there. And these are called line dot. They're also sometimes called simulated leather. So that is a little bit of info for you guys. Cassie, your new dash pad. This is a dash pad cap that we put over an original. And I can tell you that if you just take this dash pad cap and try putting it over your original dash, it's kind of going to look not real good. I did one on Stephanie's car, and I battled it, and it just still wasn't perfect. I learned through Mike, because these guys were body guys, that you have to cut the original dash pad to make this thing fit right, and then it goes over it. And so this has already been all glued. I call it our magic glue, and it's been all there. So, and I'll come even on the back side of it. So you cannot see any lip or anything on the, now if you look right in there, you might be able to see some of the original. But now the only major difference with this cap, if you let me come down here, see if we can get in here. See that green? That is like just the original dash, and that grain pattern is called Madrid, and that grain pattern is also on the seats. So if you guys are out there doing supernatural seats and stuff, it's called Madrid. But this is plastic, this cover, so it's not soft like your original dash. If you ever grabbed it, you could kind of squish it. Now over probably 50 years, that's getting all hard and crackly and stuff like that. So here you go. This is the way to do it. A new dash pad cost $400+, and they do not fit worth the shit. I do not like the new dash pads. Jeff up at Supernatural, he likes the new dash pads. I do not. They don't fit worth crap. And if you play around with your original dash pad, putting in a cap on, you can get a perfect factory fit, and it looks really good. These are the B panel covers. Some of these are John's. John's actually got, and we can tell which ones are John's because they're like pretty much next to mint. I think that's one, and this one over here. These are John's. Then we got others that belong to Cassie, and I want to say Venator. But John had, I can't remember, these might be one of these, another sets might be John's. But the ones that were in Sammy were okay. You know, these things break, and I to this day I'm still trying to figure out how things break, but Mike has them taped down here. But repairs have been done to the back, and so when you look at it, you're still going to see a crack, but it's not going to, you know, move. Still use them. Probably chances are they're going to get busted up again. I don't know how they get busted up because they set away, but I guess if you can hit them, you know, you're talking 50-year-old plastic. So anyway, Sammy's got a really mint set, and then the ones that are being kind of repaired and stuff, we've obviously got them painted up, and we're going to be selling those for John to help him offset his windshield that he had to buy because we broke when trying to remove it. So, but anyway, this is how things are hung up, and you know, there's steering wheels, glove box lids, armrest pads, dash vents, shift column indicators. Like I said, just all kinds of things in here. So ashtrays. So anyway, that's kind of everything's been dyed in here into the paint booth. So we're going to come back out, and we're going to head over, and I got a little bit of story. So you guys know that the GTX, Jeff's personal GTX, has been sitting here in our shop forever. I got an email from Jeff last night, and you know I love my brother, and he's like, Rick, what the hell's going to happen to my car? It's been sitting here forever. Have you guys done anything to it? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Jeff, we haven't, you know. And I told him that had I known that we were going to be this busy doing Impalas, I probably wouldn't have taken this project on, because this car is a big, big, big basket case. Everything's on it's rotted, and it's going to take a lot of time, effort, and the thing is, we're not going to slap stuff on it, make it look, that looks good. No, Jeff wants this thing to look like it rolled out of the factory, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do some graveyard car shit on this thing, and it's going to take a lot of talent. The shop has it, but it's just more and more time consuming. Impalas and stuff, are they supposed to look, you know, brand new like they rolled off the showroom floor? No, they're supposed to have like little things with them. This is a different story, and so that's what we're going to do. So I told Jeff that there's going to be some major work done onto this before Christmas. So, God, I wish I would have never taken this one on. Not because we can't do it, it's just that it's so time consuming. So what we really have to do right now is we've got to get cars flying out of here so we can spend some time with this one. Actually, I'm going to come out here, probably roll up my sleeves, and get going on this. So I'll start sanding, I'll start doing anything I can to help the guys out getting this thing down the road. So it's just, oh my God. Now the engine is up at our engine shop that we use, Tim Weldon over in Colony. Guy is like phenomenal and so anal. And the 440 in this has been rebuilt, the transmission's been rebuilt. There's no reason to really bring it over. I think actually Tim's got a few little things to do, and he's going to start the engine up there on an engine stand and check everything out, pull the back apart, make sure there's no metal shavings in it, so forth. And then, you know, we'll be bringing it back. But this is a unibody car, so we got to replace all the floors. I know there's going to be some trunk braces in there that's getting replaced. I think we're going to replace a quarter, maybe two inner wheel houses, everything on this car. Oh my God, just everything. So yes, Jeff, I promised you we're going to get started on this thing. And so, I mean, it'll be cool to see. And like I said, it'll show off a lot of the talent that we actually have. Everybody just thinks that we do these cars, and that's so far from the truth. It's, you know, we specialize in TV, movie cars in this shop. And right now, all we do is Impalas. I get it. They're awesome and stuff, but it will be nice to come over and start working on the GTX. We got a truck here, a local guy that, you know, it's nothing really custom or anything like that, just kind of putting it back together, semi-stock. He's already done a little bit of custom work to it. So, you know, and then we still got Joe in here. I've got Nadine's car. Nadine is the owner of the blue Caprice back there. When it comes up, we'll do a big video on it. And I still got to get Moose in here and Brandy. The reason that those cars are not sitting in here right now, we actually moved them over to the other side, is because there was a lot of painting and stuff going on. These cars were all covered up. And we only have so many car covers. And so just to keep things, you know, not from getting messed up that we've already done, those cars went over to the other side. I believe Brandy's now has been fully polished and wet sanded. The only thing that car is missing is the weapons box. It's coming in next week. You know, Moose and Brandy will be sitting here and right where I'm standing, but the asses face this way, and I will be building weapons boxes. And I'm probably going to build one for the Cajun Queen while I'm at it, and then the shop project over here, which it hasn't been touched for so long. Like I said, weekends and holidays is the only time this thing, or in the evenings, is when this thing gets touched, and it just hasn't been touched. It's going to be an awesome car. It's going to be a real awesome car. I ordered some parts for it the other day, all for the big block stuff to make this thing, you know, like I said, Hero 1. So this thing's going to be actually really cool when it's all said and done, and getting ready to fake in the AC and everything. It's going to be a really cool car. Somebody's going to be very happy with it. We're doing the engine, and this is something else that I tell people. When you build an engine, just build a really good streetable engine, you know, a stout streetable engine. Don't go serious, crazy, high performance stuff. And this one's just going to be a real good, solid street engine. And if you want power, you can light up the tires, but it's made just to cruise or get on the highway and cruise and stuff. So this is going to be a really good car for somebody. We really haven't been pressuring to sell it. I know it'll sell. All of our cars sell, and it's not going to be cheap, guys. A lot of work went into this, a lot of work. Like I said, there was a tree that laid over the top of this, and so Don's got a lot of time in it. We'll have a lot of money and parts in it, labor, blah, blah, blah. You know, don't have to go into that. So really what my plans are is to get Brandy out of here. Moose is, I don't know, it's that damn, I mean, once I get the weapons box put in it, I'm done with it except for the cell panels. I mean, I'll put those sun visors in it and stuff, but, you know, when is that material coming in? So that's like the $1 million question. But we get Brandy out of here, Moose out of here. Venator will be definitely getting out of here. And then Sammy and Cajun Queen will be actually probably like a leg race. I'd say Sammy will probably be first, but Cajun Queen will not be far behind. And then what we're going to do, we're going to bring up a few other cars. We're going to bring up Nadine's. We're going to bring up Queenie, the car that's going over to England, and have those in here, and then the GTX. And we'll be working on Joe also. So, and the truck. See, we got a lot of things and only 3 guys into the shop. So that's what it's looking like this week. Now, this is not shop related, but maybe I should have started this off today, but today is my good buddy JJ Burke's birthday. And JJ is just like my buddy. And I love this kid to death. He's so awesome. And he's always sending me something. Always. For my birthday, which was back in the beginning of this month, October 4th, JJ sent me a figure. And I haven't even done a video on it, but I need to. But it's Elvira. And I love Elvira. And JJ didn't even know I loved Elvira. And he sent me this figure, and it actually glows in the dark of Elvira. And I'm going to actually build a custom shelf for my office just to put this stuff on that JJ sends me. He's such an awesome kid. He's got a heart bigger in Texas, and he's being raised right by his dad, Jay. And JJ, I want to wish you the happiest birthday. I hope that you are having a good day today, and I know it's a school day, but I hope you get to have a really awesome birthday party, get some really cool gifts, and old Uncle Rick just due to give you something for your birthday. And I'll try to figure out something really cool that I can do for you. Or if you know something that you want from me, I want you to tell me, because that makes my life a lot easier. So JJ, buddy, man, happy birthday to you. Birthdays are awesome, and I love birthdays. And my favorite holiday though is really the Halloween. So then next to that's probably birthday. So buddy, happy birthday to you. And hopefully I'm going to be talking to your dad soon. We need to set up a time for us to get together, and we're going to have to see if we can make that happen somewhere. So there you go. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed the update this week. And once again,